Hello, I'm John Bachman. Joining us now is investigative journalist, filmmaker, and author Joel Gilbert. Joel's best-selling book is called The Trayvon Hoax: Unmasking the Witness Fraud That Divided America. He's also made the book into a documentary film. In the film, Joel uncovers a true story about the shooting death of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. He also unveils how he made the shocking discovery that the key witness in George Zimmerman's prosecution was not, in fact, the real person who everyone thought she was. Joel, thanks for joining us. Great to have you with us.
Hey, thanks for having me today. This case is so important because the Trayvon Martin case, the Zimmerman trial, was really ground zero for all the fake news, the racial division in America, race hoaxes. And it turns out it all happened because it was a hoax. It was a fake witness. People remember Rachel Jeantel, the kind of plus-sized Haitian-American girl that claimed she was on the phone with Trayvon Martin and heard everything and contradicted all the physical evidence. And I found Trayvon's real girlfriend, the real girl that was on the phone with him. She's in the movie. And we tell the whole story of the witness fraud that divided America.
So what is the motivation behind swapping out the witnesses? Help us out there.
Well, the real girlfriend named Diamond Eugene, who was on the phone with Trayvon, would not come forward. And they forced her by pressuring the 16-year-old girl. Even Benjamin Crump, the family attorney, said she's a 16-year-old teenager. Her name is Diamond Eugene. We pressured her to come forward. We forced her to make a statement. And she just repeated back to Crump on this phone call. People remember Crump held a press conference and he said, "We have all the evidence now." But she would not come forward to tell that story that I think she knew was not true. So Rachel Jeantel was substituted in. And people will remember that Al Sharpton got involved. The Department of Justice sent their CRS, Community Relations Service, down to Sanford, Florida, allegedly to investigate. And instead, they actually organized protests. So the DOJ, Obama administration was in on this. And I think it was about political power because the black vote was not in the tank for Obama in 2012. Everything had gotten worse. Unemployment, 50% in urban America. Businesses were closing because of high regulations and high taxes. Illegals were coming in, taking jobs. So they needed something to manipulate and galvanize black voters to turn out for Obama. And they jumped on this case. And when the real phone witness, Diamond Eugene, would not talk to prosecutors, Rachel Jeantel was substituted in. People will remember that she couldn't keep her story straight. She was 18. She said, "Oh, I'm Diamond Eugene. That's my nickname." And she couldn't read a letter that she'd given to the real Diamond Eugene gave to Trayvon's mother, Sabrina. And it's going to have political significance again because Trayvon's mother, Sabrina Fulton, is running for Miami-Dade commissioner, and she's been endorsed by Hillary Clinton and Cory Booker. I'm sure they're going to plan to bring Sabrina Fulton to the Democrat convention to try to continue this race hoax to manipulate the black vote. Sabrina Fulton knew about the witness switch.
Hold on one second, Joel, because there's a lot there. I want to just back up real quick because
sure.
I want to focus this on George Zimmerman as well, because after the fact, people could point to the things that Zimmerman did, like trying to sell the weapon used in this shooting, and say, George Zimmerman's not the most sympathetic guy. Does he really deserve this, type of examination on what took place?
Well, look, no one deserves to be prosecuted with a fake witness and possibly go to jail for life or be executed, number one.
And if
he was an Obama...
And if that actually took place, don't you think, there would be more uproar about that if one witness was substituted for the other? If you were able to find this out and bring it to everybody's attention, why has there not been more done to, to throw out the trial?
Exactly. I mean, that's part of the shocking thing. I mean, if I could figure it out in a few months by looking at public documents, how could the prosecution not have known? They had this information for a year. The prosecutors did keep as much evidence out of the hands of the defense as possible until just before the trial. So the media it's malfeasance that they didn't simply read the public documents. And the film has been out for 3 weeks, and a lot of people are reacting to it. And one of the points I was trying to make is that Trayvon's mother knew about the witness switch, Sabrina Fulton, and she did not try to stop the trial. So she's going to have a lot to answer for, as well as the prosecution, because I've proven with handwriting analysis, DNA, phone records, all the photos in Trayvon's phone records are of Diamond Eugene. Rachel Jeantel was a fake witness. And in the end, Trayvon was used for this political agenda. George Zimmerman was used for this political agenda to control the black vote.
It is a wild theory, but it's explained in the new DVD. Joel Gilbert's documentary film, The Trayvon Hoax, Unmasking the Witness Fraud That Divided America, available now. Joel, great to see you. Thanks so much for your time.
Hey, thanks for having me.